Yo, what's up, y'all boys? 3012 Inning Podcast, episode 55, man. How y'all boys doing tonight? How y'all boys doing?
Doing good,
Chilling.
man. Big double nickel like Jordan, but not like Jordan right then and there.
Hey, that boy tried to come back and knock it down. I like 45 over 55.
12.
Hey,
But
man.
yeah.
The practice jersey.
What?
Hey, man, we got a good episode for y'all boys tonight, or for y'all tonight. Gonna be talking a little bit about some sports, gaming coming out, and more on the NBA playoffs. We're gonna start off with two of the big names in the NBA. Y'all know them, Luca, Jason Tatum. They both on each side of the conference, one on the East West. Both of them are young talents in the game. Legacies are on the line coming up to this finals. With the way both sides are looking, it's kind of looking like they're going to be the ones in the finals. Who y'all think out of those two young talents and young stars needs the championship more? Luca or Jason Tatum? How you feel, bro?
Honestly, I think this one was pretty easy for me. I'm gonna go with Tatum just because they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think three of the last six Eastern Conference Finals, including NBA Finals, which I thought they should have won against the Warriors, and they were favored against the Warriors. I think they had a more talented team during that time, but they came up short. Um, I think Jason Tatum, he's ultra talented, but he's also inconsistent. And I just think, especially with the trade for Drew Holiday, they're the most talented team in the NBA. They have a solid coaching staff with a young head coach with a veteran assistant staff. And I think it's time to get over that hump. You traded for Porzingis, Drew Holiday. You got the JB and Jason Tatum, Al Horford. You got everything you need. Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench. There's no excuse for them not to win. Luka
Yeah,
and Kyrie. Luka's still young. A lot of people don't even realize he's younger than SGA. He's
yeah.
still got time. Kyrie's on the older end, but generally that's a younger team. I just think it's more important for Tatum and them to capture that championship and break that tie with the Lakers for the most championships of all time.
Mm. Okay, clear.
I have to agree with Brock. I think it's more important and more how can I say this? It's more of a burden if Tatum doesn't win the championship this year. Just because with the amount of talent the Celtics have had the past years, with the expectations and them falling short year in and year out, it's probably been about a good 4 year span that they've literally had one of the top two teams built in the league, and they have nothing to show for it. Tatum seems to disappear sometimes. I feel like sometimes he needs to try to be more assertive instead of kind of trying to just fill in the role and let everybody else do their thing. As he's probably a top five, top eight player in the league, somewhere in there. Um, and I feel like if they don't win the championship this year, especially with this team that they've assembled, it's probably the best team that they've had assembled in who knows how long. I feel like anything short of a championship here is kind of a disappointment. And kind of, the teams Tatum's played with and on, opposed to the teams Luka's played with and on, it's kind of, Luka's been carrying that load up until Kyrie came. Tatum's been having help and everything. So honestly, there's no excuse for Tatum not to go and win the ship this year.
No, I like both of those answers for sure, for sure. I'm a Duke fan, so I'm on Tatum's side for sure, for sure. But just to be on the controversy side, I'm gonna pick Luca. Uh, as Khalil said, you got Kyrie or Brock. You got Kyrie on the older end. He's done it before. He's been in these big moments with LeBron James prior in Cleveland. He's playing his role perfectly with Luca right now. They're getting into the right mode and getting into the right style of basketball you want to be playing, getting into the finals at the highest level, playing your best defense, playing your best offense, and having your role players elevate to the perfect role player like level. And I feel like this is the best moment in time of having Kyrie here to win that championship and to solidify yourself as the face of the league. Everybody's been pushing for different players. We even heard Ja. we've heard Jason, we've heard SGA, all these young guys coming to take over the league, but we haven't had any of these young guys solidify themselves besides Joker, winning the MVPs, winning the championship. Now it's time for Luka to push over that hump and actually say, hey, it's my league, I'm a champion, and I'm taking over. And this will be that opportunity and kind of push Kyrie into wanting to come back, you know? And if they have the money to pay for him, then get him to come back and try to make that run again at multiple championships, possibly. But right now, this is the moment. This is the perfect time to make that push. And Luka can be the face of the league once he does it, man. But they're both young stars. I would definitely love to see either or.
I do agree, though. It could be Luka's best chance to win the championship. It could be
Most
his best
definitely.
chance because just the place that he's at, you never know when this opportunity is going to come back around for him. It was hard for them to attract the star. I remember they've been trying to get a star ever since DeAndre Jordan, and how the
Yeah.
Clippers locked them out of the crib and stuff like that, wouldn't let them leave. And they tried to get LaMarcus Aldridge. They tried to get every star on the market, and they kept failing until they finally got Kyrie. And I hate to say it, but arguably at that point, people was trying to give Kyrie away. So
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know
And
just
it's
why.
crazy because Dallas got
I don't know
money.
why.
Like Mark Cuban is balling. Like everything, you gonna go get paid if you go to Dallas,
yeah,
which is crazy to me. And they ain't been to like the finals since 2011?
yeah.
2011? That's crazy.
Hey, everybody got money. All them boys
Well,
billionaires
true,
on the show.
true. I mean,
But
it's the market also. I mean, you playing in Dallas, that's a big market.
yeah,
You playing your Mark Cuban is like a business brilliant, and
yeah,
that'll be your owner that you're working for. I'm pretty sure you get with him, anything can be elevated to the highest peak.
yeah.
But hey, either or, man. It'll be a great talent to see someone new, young talent to win this championship.
No,
Um, you have something to say, Khalil? My fault.
oh no, I was like, for sure, man. I thought Denver was going to pull it off again, but I'm happy we finally put the see we gonna get another championship or another champion, young champion that hasn't won it yet.
Man, Minnesota going out bad, man. They're
Down
going
bad. Yeah,
out
we're gonna talk
bad.
about that next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, let's get into
I
that one next, man. With Minnesota down already, man, in this finals. I mean, in the conference finals right now against Dallas Mavericks and Luka and Kyrie. How do y'all feel, man? Do y'all feel like they have any kind of chance of fighting back with Ant kind of actually having a good game and nobody being able to support him and push them over the hump to win? Do y'all think they're gonna be able to fight and claw back and push it to a game seven? Khalil?
No.
no, I honestly, I'm sorry, Dallas, sorry, Mavericks. I doubted y'all. I knew
Yeah,
y'all was dogs. I knew y'all was dogs, but Minnesota's was them dogs all year. And
Yeah,
hey, I'm sorry I doubted. Like I said, I'm sorry I doubted y'all. I think the Mavericks might finish this out. Well, they're gonna finish it out in the next two games. They might finish it out at home tomorrow. Just said Anthony Edwards had his best game of the series so far. Almost had a triple double. Um, but they've just been getting outworked, been getting bullied. I mean, you have Rudy Gobert, probably the best rebounder in the league, getting out rebounded by the likes of Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford. Those have been two big impact players that kind of just they've probably been doing it all year, but it's showing in this series with how they're defending. And I think this series, Luka's playing the best defense I've ever seen him play. I've never seen Luka play defense like this before. And then it's just
no, that's
hard.
real.
Those close games, it pays to have the two closers that the Mavericks have. Can't really double anyone. You got PJ Washington making it hard to double because he's hitting shots, playing his role. And then you just have the two lob threats in the game at all times. It's the offense kind of comes easy to the Mavs at most points. And that's their offense is kind of just has the Timberwolves defense in the shambles, and that's something I haven't seen all year from the Timberwolves.
Most definitely.
I
Bro,
think three things is causing this series to be like different than what a lot of people expected, including myself. I doubted the Mavericks too. Um, the first thing would be PJ Washington paying bills. Like if you bet the over on PJ, he's gonna make it somehow. The second one is the closers. Luka and Kyrie are dominating the clutch. Every game has been close, but it's been showing because Cat hasn't been. Cat, I ain't even gonna go in, brother. But he just ain't been. I got your jersey at the crib. You got to be better, brother. You can't be shooting 29% from the field and like 14% from the three. You can't do that and call yourself the best big shooting of all time with Russell Westbrook efficiency when he was on the Lakers. Um, yeah, and the
Right.
third thing was coaching. Timberwolves are getting destroyed on defense, and Mavs have been figured out on offense. Cat hasn't come to play, and he even though he had a spectacular dunk yesterday, he hasn't came to play. I don't know if it is injuries or fatigue there. Rudy has he got played off the floor yesterday in the fourth quarter. Um, I think the injury to Derek Lively is really big. Hopefully he's healthy and he's able to come back and play. That was a really
Definitely.
sad looking situation that he went through with the knee to the head. Hopefully he's fine and he's able to come back
Hopefully.
maybe in the finals. But those are the three keys, in my opinion. I don't think no team has ever came back from 3-0, and I just don't think the Timberwolves got it mentally to make that leap, even though I was very proud of them last series for winning the last two games, games 6 and 7. Winning 4 in a row against this Mav team is it's not gonna happen in my opinion. So I'm gonna say no.
No, definitely, man. I'm definitely agreeing with these guys. I don't think they are mentally tough or ready for that kind of moment. Or like you said, no one's ever done that in the history of the NBA. 3-1 has only been done once. So it's very crazy. So I Ant has played crazy out of his mind, but I kind of expected that. But I really still feel like he's hit a playoff wall. He's been giving it his all, and his number two, so-called number one, is not bringing his end of the bargain, his end of the deal. I mean, you've had other role players step up, and Jaden McDaniels and Nazir Reed step up, and you haven't had Cap. Cat hasn't showed up in any of these games. I mean, if I feel like if you would have had those kind of push and that kind of help from him, last series was all Ant. He did everything he could to push the team over, and they won. Even with bad play, he played as a great team, pushing the ball, passing the ball, staying in the flow of the game. There's other ways you can contribute and affect the game, and Cat isn't affecting the game in any kind of way. Like Brodrick said, shooting 14% from three, 29% from the field, that's not going to cut it in this high level, high stakes playoff game. You need to bring it. I mean, I think, you guys can try to fight to get at least one win, make it respectable, but do not say you're the best big man that's shooting in the game if you're not going to bring it and playing as soft as you did. And you got the young talent, Anthony Edwards, and 22 years old, fighting to the where he's basically ran out of gas.
Yeah.
He hasn't shot
Definitely
well
looking
either
forward to
though.
seeing. Oh,
I
no,
can't
yeah,
even
he
leave
definitely hasn't shot
him
well.
off the hook. He hasn't shot that well either. Like
Facts.
he's been getting trapped and stuff like that. I don't know if he's dealing with something like injury wise, and I don't want to make excuses, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Turnovers are terrible.
He's been having some splash moments. And he's been fighting hard. He's been competing on defense, but everybody out there getting toasted on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't let him off the hook either. But he is 22. Cat is 28. He's in his
Yeah.
prime, and Cat didn't play his best offensive series last series, but he played really well defensively last series.
Yep.
And it's not showing up in this series. If you could slow down Joker in a sense, in a way, you should be able to at least in a way slow down PJ Washington, like with all due respect. So I mean, I
Exactly.
don't know what's going on, but it seems like the moment is too big. Once they
Way
lost
too
them two
big.
games in Minnesota, I was already like, oh wow, I don't know, and it's starting to play out that they just lose in crunch time and they just wilt under the pressure, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, I digress.
Yeah,
Cat looking like
definitely.
he's struggling and trying to back down DeMarcus Cousins out here. He's
Oh yeah,
struggling. That mean, man, that's it's
yeah.
trash out here, man. But hopefully, we see them in the future. You know, build on this moment and actually, take this loss series and build from this and come back stronger next year.
I got a bone to pick real quick. I'm gonna
What's up?
ask you, and I hope it ain't what I think it is. Brother Byron, what is that logo on your shirt, on your jacket that you got right there?
Oh, yeah, it's the U, man. It's the U,
Oh
bro.
man.
It's the U, bro. I
Boo.
don't got it. I don't got it because I don't like no Florida teams. I got it just because
Yeah,
it was the all black. It was just the all black. Some sweat out
yeah,
here. That's about it. That's it. That's
yeah,
all. I'm not a U fan
yeah.
at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Florida football team or basketball team.
All right, bro.
Oh man. All right, man. We're gonna move on to one of your other teams, bro. Lakers. With the other team with the I forgot what team he went to. But Mike Budenholzer already being picked up as a head
Sons.
coach to the Suns. There you go. Who do you guys think should be the Lakers' new head coach? Brodrick.
Okay. Um, his name is escaping me. His last name's Alderman. He's assistant coach for the Denver Nugget. Either him or Michael
Okay.
Nori, who's the assistant that you see a lot on the sideline for the Timberwolves when Chris Finch got hurt and stuff like that. I think it should be out of those two, and they should fill out the staff with some veteran additions. Who they say is the front runner, and some of the other candidates are very Lakers-like move. So why I want LeBron to slide? Um, when names like JJ Redick, with all due respect, I think he has potential to be a great coach, but he has no head coaching experience at any level. I don't know what we're doing here.
Any.
Basically hiring Darvin Ham again. Then it was James Borrega. He was the coach of the Hornets, so you're gonna have a losing record. But I think that those two candidates right there, Alderman, I think it was Rick Alderman and it was Michael Nori, are better candidates, and I think they're more ingratiated with being around great head coaching staffs. So they have better hiring. They could potentially have better hiring practice, know what it looks like to be on a championship competing organization, know what the daily practice is going to look like. Because really, this hire next should be about Anthony Davis and not about LeBron. I mean, LeBron could leave this summer or wherever Bronny goes. So you have to build a team around Anthony Davis, and I think it should be centered around that. Both those guys have big men that they've built around. One with Joker and one with, you hope to be Cat, but Cat isn't playing well, but Cat still is extraordinary talent. So they showed they could build around that skill set, and I think those two are the best candidates for the job, personally.
Okay. Chalil, you got any names to toss out there?
Like I said, if I'm the Lakers, and what the Lakers have shown in the past is they want to keep LeBron happy. So my big name that I have, which is the front runner, like everybody's saying, is JJ Redick. Though he doesn't have any head coaching experience, he's a big name out there. Knows a lot about the game, IQ wise, and all that stuff. New face, so him and LeBron are close. I believe they host that podcast together. But just to go off of that, I feel like he'd have more respect in the locker room than Darvin Ham's had. Just to go along with, I feel like he's just well respected around the league.
I just feel like the players, they'll think this is like too much of LeBron's influence on the team. Because I think like it's just too much like, yo, you host a podcast with this dude and now he our head coach. Like it's basically making him like LeBron the coach. And even though we probably think LeBron is the coach. It's like the players in the locker room don't want to think that because to them it's LeBron James, but it's less of like to us how we think. That's LeBron James. To them, it's still that's LeBron James, but it's more like that's my peer. But he's still like potentially the greatest of all time. So my bad, Byron.
Oh no, you good. You good. Yeah, I same feelings. I don't really think JJ great basketball mind. Like I said, I'm gonna shout out to all my Duke guys. Another Dookie. Um, hey, great mind, great basketball player, basketball savant. I watched a couple of their podcasts. He breaks the game down with wonderful ease. Knows where everybody should be on the court, knows how to move the defense, different things like that. But I don't feel like, as Brodrick said, the team would respect something like that. And then having basically LeBron and James being the GM and the head coach and making all the decisions. I don't think this is good. That'll be a good decision for Jeannie Buss. I don't think that'll be a good decision for the Lakers as a whole. I feel like they should hire someone that's been around the game, been studying the game, an actual coach. Only coach I can think of that would have somewhat kind of cachet and respect because he was a player previous would be Sam Cassell. He's been around the league. He's been a really, really great head, really assistant coach on a lot of good staffs. I think it's really his time to be pushed into that. Hey man, let's go coach LeBron James. I feel like that'll be a nice hook for LeBron as well to want to stay to see what kind of head coach Sam Cassell would be. Pay homage to some respect to that great basketball player. And he's been, like I said, a wonderful assistant coach in this game already. I feel like that'll be a wonderful look for the Lakers, even if LeBron decides to leave. Like Brodrick said, build behind AD. Still a wonderful head coach. Like I said, he'll have all the plays down, know how to move the team. He's been on the Timberwolves staff, the Dallas Bucks. I mean, a lot of great staffs. I feel like he'll be a wonderful head coach for them and a credible name.
Hey, Sam Cassell, if they don't hire you, man, Leonard Hamilton is 76, man. You was a fantastic player at Florida State, drafted from Florida State, man. We need a new head coach in the next season. If they don't hire you, brother, put in your application. You will be a fantastic head coach for us to lead us into the future, the Seminole basketball program, as we fell on some hard times, some very hard times. But yeah.
Hey. Hey, shout out to that. Come out to Florida State, big dog. Moving on, man. Like you said, we all gamers on here. We love football, all sports really. But NCAA is coming out. This is all new, man. These we're a little older up there. We remember sitting in front of your PS2 or PS1 with a sheet of paper with all the players' names, putting individual names in, the stats, all kind of things. And now, man, these players are about to get paid. NCAA players with the NIL deals going on, the players are only be able to get paid from this video game. They're gonna have the actual name. I remember their number 3 on the back of the jersey. Now it's gonna be an actual name. You're gonna see Travis Hunter. You're gonna see all these, big names, Shador Sanders on the back of their jersey, which is gonna be really, really great for the thing and great for the game. Brand new to us, so it's gonna be really, really cool. It's been 14 years since we had the game. How do y'all feel about the players being able to get paid off their name, image, and likeness in these video games now?
You go, Chalil.
If I'm not mistaken, I know there's a couple players that held out of it. I think because I think the pay wasn't very much or something like that. I think it was like
500.
Yeah, so
there's more for those.
Yeah,
but I feel like with them being able to make money from NIL deals and now they're being able to get paid by the actual colleges.
Yeah.
That just leads to a lot of the players just not caring and opting in for the game. So it's going to be cool, to be able to play with the players and everything, and kind of have that real feel roster. But as far as the NCAA like allowing schools to pay players, That's pretty much what schools like Alabama want.
Yeah.
Pretty much gonna leave schools, like the lower level schools, just gonna make it harder for them to try to recruit, get better as the time goes, because money talks, especially at a young age. I'm pretty sure if I was 18 years old and I had a college offering me a good lump sum of money to go there and ride the bench, I'm gonna do it, just to get paid. So
Play still. I don't know about all that. I'm still trying to play. I need a bigger check
What?
after that check.
For real.
Now, NCAA being able to play the guys pay the players directly. I think with the NIL deals going on, the big name players they're gonna get paid. They're gonna get their check. This is more for those lower level guys who really don't see themselves playing the game at that next level. They're just here for that college education on top of making a little bread, which no, can't be mad at that. You made it to that level. You're still good enough to play. As long as somewhere down the line they say, hey man, you're gonna get paid for being on NCAA, coming to play at our school. You're now no longer really a student, you're more of an employee, which is really, really great thing that all these players are gonna be able to have some money to send home to their families. A lot of these players come from, lesser homes or, of poverty. So it's gonna be really, really cool to at least be paid somewhat and of something compared to living off that food meal card and being broke.
Yeah. So, the House versus NCAA thing that you got settled, where the players are not employees, that's probably deserved its own video. Just for the conversation about this, I think it's exciting for the players. I mean, a part of me still slightly prefer there's no name on the back because it forces people to gain knowledge about the game, like actually watch it. I don't want it to become like Madden to where a person could see a player doing something on Madden and they think that's how you can apply that in real life, and that's not how it is.
True.
In real life, whereas somebody's really, it's a lot more, right? I can go on and on with that. It's a lot different than playing the game and playing the video game and actually playing in real life. But I'm excited to play the game. I hope it's not got a bunch of microtransactions. Again, y'all get in the comments, drop y'all PSN, or when we start doing content on that when the game come out, man, y'all come join us. We're gonna crank up the dynasties, the online dynasties and things like
Oh
that.
yeah.
I do want to have a stipulation, and I know people, I was about to say the N-word. I know people not gonna agree to it, but I might do this with some other people because I know Byron want to use USC. But I was like, man, maybe we should start off, on the lower levels and work our way up.
Okay.
I just think it's a little
Shout
bit
out Tulsa.
boring. Y'all can tell me what y'all think. But personally, I think it's a little bit boring when you already used a ready-made team. Because we know on the game, USC going to be one of the best teams. They're probably going to be a top 11 through 15 team talent-wise on the game. Right?
Yeah.
Offensively, it's going to be super high. Defensively, maybe in the 80s or whatever. But
And now if we got salary cap, it's going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, I think a lot of us older people who are excited about the game are going to be very surprised when these Jits, you see how good they is on video games. Like when you playing them online and they watching you, it's going to be a very humbling experience. But I'm gonna tell you, Jits, right now, this ain't a game that I'm getting watched in, bro. Y'all can have Fortnite, GTA. I know y'all gonna be crazy on that GTA 6.
Oh, I can't wait for GTA 6 to come out. What?
This one game right here, y'all not watching me on, and and that's
I
an
already
open
know all
challenge.
of Miami too. We finna.
What you said? Hey
I
man,
said I
that's the
already know
second
all of
time,
Miami
brother.
too.
We ain't rocking with no Hurricanes on this game. I'm gonna be so happy shredding them boys all the time on the game.
I
Joe
will never pick
Valdez,
Miami. I'll never pick Miami.
Joe Valdez, if you watching this video, I'm gonna send it to you. We gonna have a
Only
lot
time
of
I
battles
probably ever
between
picked the
each other,
nose
brother.
is just to use my nephew. Shout out to you, Ricky Knight.
For sure.
That's the only probably time I'm gonna put him in starting corner.
Hey, he played for the U. I mean, not for the U. He played for the Noles, the best team in the state
Oh
champions,
yeah, all of
ACC
our family.
championship. But
Shout
yeah,
out to the Boldens, man. All of them.
but yeah.
Nah, for sure, man. Nah, it's been I mean, anything else I want to talk about in sports? Is going on? That's most of the topics right there.
Let me see who. Um. Well, where do y'all?
I mean,
If
Boston, Indiana topic. I mean, right now the game's going on. Indiana's pretty holding it in. Coming into the second half, scores 85-83. How
who
y'all feel
winning?
about Indy right now? Y'all think Indy could pull it back and come back and win,
Hell
or at
no,
least
them
get
boys
this game?
dog food.
Yeah, they out of there. Out of there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
Especially
man.
Halliburton.
From when that series got announced, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a day of not watching the NBA when this series come on. But I've been watching it though, but I ain't been like, with the
Locked
phone on
in.
the couch with my legs up, cooling it. It ain't been like that. It's been like, all right, it's the fourth quarter. Let me just lock in real quick so I can talk about it on the show. But
I feel you. I feel you.
hey, but y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Anything y'all want to discuss, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Hit up the
Back.
social sites for the channel, ask us questions, suggest content, anything y'all want to hear, watch, like, subscribe to the video. I ain't see a thumbs up from Chalil, so I know my boy Parlay go through and that sucks. But
Gonna get
hey,
the next one.
Crashed out. Crashed out.
for
That boy
sure,
said crash out.
for sure. But
Oh
yeah,
man. Hey, another great episode from y'all boys, man. Shout out 3012 in it. Like bro said, like, subscribe, follow all the social media. Hey.
Couple